Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. Prateek, Sri Lanka has won their fifth bilateral series in 2024. This is their highest since 2014. So, we were all talking about when will Sri Lanka's resurgence come? When will they rise again in cricket? And finally, after I think Theekshana was just giving an interview, and he said that we had a very terrible World Cup in India in 2023, and after that, in fact, he used the word shame for it. He used the word shame that we had this kind of World Cup, and after that, the resurgence has come under Sanat Jasuriya's leadership, and what an innings by Kusal Mendis today. Everyone was falling apart, but Kusal Mendis stayed true to his character, and last time he got his 100 in 101 balls. This time in 100 balls, he just scored 72. He was struggling with injury. Uh, he was losing partners. It was turning. It was getting very difficult to chase. But hats off to Kusal Mendis for completing this chase, and hats off to Theekshana, Mahesh Theekshana, who is now a bona fide all rounder. He kept his calm. Sri Lanka were more than 40 away. Uh, so amazing chase by Sri Lanka here.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, very good performance by Sri Lanka. It has been 9 years now that Sangakkara has been retired, and you touched
Yeah,
the
Pratik,
point
go
on
on,
that
go on.
ODI World Cup, right? And what one of the reasons in the ODI World Cup loss was that Sri Lanka is not notching big enough totals. That's the reason. And again, I want to
Hmm.
criticize one thing that you gave a very good pitch in Dambula where they made 324 runs, but today again it's a
Hmm.
you wanted to create a pitch where you wanted New Zealand to expose under spin. But why are you not creating totals where a batsman can reach 350 more often?
Uh,
One thing I was looking at, Shikhar, like how frequently India and or England, like they notch up 350 plus totals, right? And I thought Sri Lanka won't
hmm.
have done this. And exactly, I looked at the data. So last time
Hmm.
Sri Lanka made 350 plus was way back in 2018 against England in Colombo, 366 runs. And after that, they have only done it once against Afghanistan, where Pathum Nisanka played an exception 210 not out. So since 2018, only one time they have crossed 350. India has crossed 12 times. England has crossed it 11 times. So that is one thing
Hmm.
that's missing in their game is that they don't make enough batting tracks. They don't have the confidence to make 350, 400. That's what happened in the ODI World Cup. In that Hyderabad track, it was super flat, but they only made 344, which Pakistan chased. They should have made 380 in that match. And same with South Africa, they made 400 in Delhi, and Sri
See,
Lanka did not.
I think Pratik, I think you are going down too much that into that 2023 World Cup. See, whatever happened has happened. It's okay. I mean, today's track was in fact not turning too much until the rain came down. And what I want to say was, see, even in this kind of track, Kusal Mendis has shown his class. And when last time the track was flat, so you saw the class of Avishka Fernando and Kusal Mendis and Charit Asalanka also, how he played. So yeah, I mean, yes, they were a different team a year back, but since Jayasuriya has come, they in this year they've lost just one ODI series, and that was to Bangladesh, where actually they also discovered Janith Lianage, who has been very good in that one day squad, playing at the number lower deep down the order. And most importantly, since Villalage has come into the squad, I mean, it has given some confidence and it has given some competition also to Theekshana and Hasaranga to improve their batting, because they know that a player like Villalage has come and he can shepherd, uh, team. He has supported Asalanka twice, I think, and taken them to win. So they also know that they have to improve their batting. And today,
That's a
the way
fantastic point, Shikhar,
Theekshana.
because when they'll play abroad, only two out of these
Hmm,
three fantastic all-rounders can play because they will have to put an extra
hmm,
seamer. So that's good, healthy
hmm,
competition.
hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I want to appreciate before we close this, because today actually, Pratik, I was also following the first inning, so there was a good partnership going on between Chapman and Hay. So Chapman and Hay were batting really well, and from 93 for 4, actually, they had recovered to 173 for 4, and Chapman was actually in beast mode. He was taking down the spinners. He scored 76 runs of 80 balls, and he was playing really well. But credit to, first of all, I want to, yes, everyone gives credit to the bowler, we know, but I want to give credit to Avishka Fernando. Last match he scored 100, but this match his contributions were even more important. He has taken three brilliant catches today, back to back, three brilliant catches, and those were not easy catches. So he had to dive in front of him, and had to take those catches. So that was brilliant. I mean, taking those brilliant catches, and Asita Fernando actually was the man who gave the breakthrough. So now I think they've won this series 2-0. They have beaten New Zealand 2-0 in tests. In ODI, it could well be 3-0. They only just leveled the T20 series. That was unfortunately because there was only two T20Is.
Yeah,
But now I think they were talking about resting some players because they have only 10 days to the South Africa
that's the
test.
most
So
important series in this year for them, I would say.
yeah. But amazing resurgence of Sri Lanka cricket in 2024. It's so good to see the full fielding, the bowling, the batting, everything is just coming to life. That's
Yeah,
very good to see.
definitely. And we can expect some fight in South Africa. People might say South Africa is straight favorites, but I would not I would not say that Sri Lanka won't be able to compete there. Definitely think that this is going to be a close series. And good thing is Sri
Hmm.
Lanka has the momentum. They have built very good momentum, winning at home. And now
Hmm.
all the best to the Sri Lankan team to go there and
I,
win South
I
Africa.
just want to say one more thing, Pratik. I wish India had a leg spinner like Chahal or someone for New Zealand tests, because today I saw a weakness in Will Young's game, that
Hmm.
he actually got dismissed by Vanderfleet twice. And in the T20 series also, I think he was struggling versus Hasaranga.
Hmm.
So I think there is a clear weakness of Will Young versus leg spinners. But I mean, in India didn't have a leg spinner to exploit, and even New Zealand's leg spinner is like Ish Sodhi is just bullshit. He's just, I mean, he they didn't even trust him to bowl the last few overs. Phillips was bowling ahead of him, and Jacob Duffy and Nathan Smith, they both were focusing too much on the bounces. Even in the first game, they bowled very short, and even in this game, they were focusing too much on the bounces. No one tried out and out Yorker to Theekshana. And I think Theekshana is going to be sold for a lot in the IPL auctions this time. That's going to be a proud moment for Sri Lanka after Pathirana's retention for 13 crores. We saw the salary hike that Pathirana got. I think it's going to be another proud moment for Sri Lanka, because teams are going to fight for Theekshana because
Theekshana
he
has,
has.
and ever since
Yeah.
his debut, he's just improved, continuously improved as a bowler, and he's such a great
Hmm.
operator in the power play. So I also feel
Hmm.
that. But again, man, today, like if you look at New Zealand bowling, there was not big
Hmm.
many big names. So I still like
Hmm.
not convinced that Sri Lanka, why are they losing wickets in clusters? I'm glad they finished the job today. Kusal Mendes stand out,
Hmm.
but others player it should have been a comfortable chase today, not such a tricky chase.
No, actually, you have to give credit to Michael Bracewell also, Pratik. He bowled the spell of his life. Actually, today he he bowled a really good spell, and the disappointing part of Bracewell has been his batting. Actually, we saw he scored a 140 in Hyderabad, I think 1.5 years back, and we expected something explosive from Michael Bracewell bat. In the middle, he was injured also, but he didn't contribute anything with the bat, and that was the sad part. But apart from that, I think he bowled well, and he troubled all the left-handers, Kamindu Mendes, Asalanka. Um, but again, hats off to the lower order of Sri Lanka, because I think everyone, Lianage also contributed, Vilalage also contributed, and Theekshana also contributed a bit, and they supported Kusal Mendis fully. In fact, I was just hearing Theekshana speak. He said, "I didn't do anything extraordinary. I was just trying to hit the ball along the ground and not hit anything straight." So this is good ODI cricket. This is not T20 cricket. You
Hmm.
have to play it like bit like test matches. So this is how you get the win. And
He's so smart, man.
yeah,
He took his time, and then remember the one shot that he played like over the hook shot for
yes.
six, the shot, and that released the pressure completely. That was such a brilliant shot, actually.
And they were just trying to get him on
Uppercut.
strike,
Hmm.
give easy single to Mendes and get him on strike. But he was attacking them. He played a beautiful cover drive to actually Bracewell.
Hmm.
Then he ensured that spell of Santner and Bracewell is finished, and then he absolutely smashed the Pacers
Yeah.
to corners. So it was a really good gem of a knock, man. That was a crucial, because I genuinely thought New Zealand were favorites after the fall of Vela Lage's wicket. Yeah, but this spirit of Sri Lankan team is something different. I mean, even Danny Morrison was saying that they are just looking a different team. Uh, I mean, Sri Lanka, look at the crowd that has come despite the rain breaks. They also believe in this team, and that's
That is
how
consistent.
even our
Every
Sri
match has a
Lankan
rain
viewers.
break. Every
I
match.
want I want to appeal to our Sri Lankan viewers that we, as a channel, have always supported you, and we love your cricket. And I hope you also enjoy to listen to us talking about your beautiful cricket, the island nation cricket of Sri Lanka. So please do subscribe our channel, guys, and
And
that would
we're
help
gonna
us a
do a
lot.
big preview on the test series also. We'll do a preview.
Of
Uh,
course, of course.
Surya Bandara led the Sri Lanka A side to win in South Africa A. So we'll talk more about that and what strategy Sri Lanka should go with. But more to come on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe our channel, Cricket Caviar, and see you again.